Let's go, game
Seems to
kedua
be.
match point
gotta
untuk
be.
TLPH bang ya, melawan
The catch is
TNC
gonna be
di
good.
sini.
So that's the biggest
Let's
adjustment that we're
go.
going to be
Ini
seeing,
dia
especially from the
untuk
Luigi or from Lancy.
apanya,
Looking at this game.
emblemnya.
Looking at the emblems so far. I'm looking at the Ruby, so it's still the agility and the overall sustain.
Tari dong.
Wow.
Blast Benny Cutie here, put him in half, forcing the regen.
They're up here too, even Carl Tlph. So knowing that information that Benny Cutie doesn't have the flicker, it look for them to capitalize off that, even though JP's taking a couple shots here too. So some trading happening here, and I think even Oheb himself will play into this advantage if he can.
Transportnya pakai
It's
Ruby.
really interesting to see
Glue
how the
nya di-bend
dynamic
terus,
is
Bang.
going to be between like the Ruby and the high loss, because even earlier the play was JP could bait out some skills. He could get poked down. Oh, but wait, Zaida.
40.
Yeah. So if that's gonna be the play, and JP is gonna get poked down, Stanford can go in at a later time and then just isolate some of the members. I
level
don't
4
think
itu.
that is something a
Strateginya
Ruby
juga.
can do. It's not entirely playing all by himself that we could expect from a Ruby. It's more on
Agak kurang sih.
much
Pakai
more
carry
coordinated with
sekarang.
your teammates, so you could set up and allow them to burst down particular heroes. Oh,
Hey,
Coming in with a flicker, I'm offended. Compromising the position of Zaida. There's the Mount Shocker. And the committal from
selamat dong,
3mar. TZ JP
dua-duanya.
holding on, gets drawn first blood. 3mar finds him. Now 3mar in the sight to Sanford. That's a man down for TLPH. Zaida still on his way back. Oheb dropping the Zaman Force. Finds the Mamba. Slashing through. Down goes the Mamba, serving up a kill to the chef. He's cooked it.
Waduh,
Into
karinya
the
telat.
Running for the hills. Our Team Liquid. And there's another I'm offended. Down goes 40. TNC are able to reposition. The Retribution still online here for Zaida. Look at 3mar pushing him back.
Tuh nih
Zaida
tuh,
secures the
Throat,
throw.
nice.
The Phoenix Army. Carl DZ goes down. Traded up for 3mar. Sanji out. It's a full-on fight here in the lower part of the map. Down goes Lancy. JP the only one left standing.
Lancy tried to get out of the diversion, but man, talk about an extended team fight for that turtle.
everyone just wants to be part of the fight. That was such an eager setup we saw from Sanford to start things off, but even both gold laners, they were already part of the first fight.
Oh, fight forever. They throw out that last part of the Mount Shocker on to Chaknu. JP protecting Carl TZ. Sanji holding on. Off camera, what happened?
Apa itu?
3mar finds 40.
Oh, that
Solo
was
kill.
I mean, that would have been a great thing to see because 3mar just took it to Sanford 1v1.
I mean,
What happened?
one or two cameras might not be enough even, because even the gold laners both had to recall just now because they were poked down so low. So the laning phase has been so action-packed for both of these teams.
Sanford, he could be feeling it on this Ruby, you know, right now, the pressure as well. Carl TZ's there though too, so he's got that Dreadnought. Sanford needs a little bit more time to get, you know, built on this Ruby though.
He's tasted that tail end of that bravest fighter thrown out by 3mar. Carl DZ securing his purple, prepping up for the turtle up in 30.
Yeah, I guess that's gonna be one of the biggest differences for Team Liquid here. It's more of a front to back approach that we might be seeing from them, so it might be a bit more predictable if you're TNC, and you're the team who can come in from the more unexpected angles if you're TNC, especially if you're 3mar. Because through this Lapu Lapu, and we've seen it in as early as Turtle 1, he's been able to isolate, he's been able to deal so much pressure onto the members
Corrosion
of Team
jadi
Liquid
untuk
Philippines.
Kari.
So they have to take
I'm offended. Comboed with all of it, plus the Mount Shocker, plus the Feathered Airstrike. Down
kilo
goes Lancy.
keluar.
What does Liquid do with this advantage?
Oh, and Benny's low too again. This is what I was saying earlier, the gold laners, these two will go at it 1v1. The fight for this turtle is gonna break out though. We'll see it, TLPH, if they can get control of it. Diversion's gonna be used to bring to the fight faster.
Saida gonna secure this turtle, finds Sanji at the back of that pit, sends him away with the wings by wings. Look at this Carl
Ya,
DZ,
ambil dong
stealing away the
semuanya.
purple. Liquid playing the long game. Now Sanford caught between four. How does he survive? The answer is he
Nice.
doesn't. 3mar gets another kill.
Sanji will still use the Feathered Airstrike, but will not stay any
Okay.
longer. So they don't even get to trade the turret up top.
Zaman Force dropped in by Oheb, going 1v1 against Benny Cutie.
Apa
Benny
itu?
wins.
Oh man, every single lane has these battles going on. I think we do need some more cameras here. Mid lane going to be the focus.
Slow push here by TNC, converting those wins from lane to lane, even compromising Carl Easy's purple. The arena goes wild.
Yeah, all Carl Tlph is able to do is just trade for now because they don't feel as confident enough to get into a fight. And once Team Liquid Philippines does their usual routine of surprising TNC, surprising a single member with a setup through a flicker I'm offended combo by Sanford, there's nothing else holding TNC back from setting up a fight themselves because they know that the flicker's gone for Sanford. They know the I'm offended's not there anymore. They know the ultimates are already down.
Long and short of it, the cavalry is ult dependent. If TNC sees or knows that the green dots are off, then they can pick fights, they can force things. Liquid getting some breathing room, gets a push up top, but that's it. That's all the cavalry have to their name, that tier 1 in the gold lane.
Yeah, I think a big part of this for Tlph to make it work is once Sanford gets a little bit more durable, I guess. I mean, he's had a really rough start, so that's definitely delayed them, and so he's leaning towards what you just mentioned. Like this.
I'm offended, finds one, and it's Lancey once again. Look at Oheb trying to space out 3 This is not a good place to be for the Filipino sniper, and the rest of the
masih ada flicker.
Flickers away. The Glorious Pathway dropped in by Daddy JP. Chaknu finds no one with the AOG, and they get away with murder. Liquid looking to reposition. Finds Chaknu once more. Benny pushing away. Mid lane goes down for the cavalry. Who's going to secure the turtle?
Even when they take out Lancey, Tlph knows they still can't win a team fight because they got to catch up on this, but they want to fight for this turtle.
That's 5 members of Liquid underneath the turtle, but little do they know, Benedict Gonzalez has taken the tier 2 down bottom.
Masih dapat lancelot di sana.
Strike not gonna save Daddy
Sekarang
JP.
semua dong.
Total menace, sending back 4 members of Liquid.
He isn't on a Moskov, but he's doing the exact same thing. You could still feel the pressure coming in from Benny Cutie, and just now he even took away the purple buff from Carl Tlph. They have such good map control in their hands right now. But fortunately for Team Liquid, Oheb's not too far behind.
Man, Benny even got that shield up top.
Tapi kalau Kari ketemu Hylos sih bonyok Hylosnya.
Got a good push there.
Oh yeah.
And you know, he did work, so yeah, like the fact that Benny Cutie is able to do that. Now Oheb has maintained, you know, the gold difference between them, but it's just Benny Cutie playing the part, you know, doing what he needs to do on this carry. And it's funny because he hasn't been there for the majority of these fights, but like when he is, you're gonna feel that damage, you're gonna feel that shred coming through this carry now. So Smart jumping on in. Feathered airstrike going to be dropped down, but it's just Tlph keeping them at bay. They've got about less than a minute to go ahead and decide how to approach this Lord fight up ahead of them.
Yeah, the entire front-to-back idea for Team Liquid Philippines is becoming such a problem too, because of the diversions that can follow up afterwards.
Chaknu with a good seal. What are they looking for? Finds a taunt onto JP. JP drops the Glorious Pathway. Sanford holding his ground. 3mar checks the bush, flushes him out.
So they're gonna keep themselves safe for now. It's a 3K gold lead in the hands of TNC, but Oheb gets caught.
Finds Oheb. Oheb dropping his diamond force. 3mar here for the support. Chaknu as well holding.
Hey.
Coming in, taking down the Filipino sniper. Big ticket kill for the Phoenix Army.
Especially right as the Lord is going to come up here. TNC knowing they have a numbers advantage. Oheb still 15 seconds away. They might just try to blitz this, and Tlph might try to stop them actually as JP moves forward.
Oh, JP, another Glorious Pathway defensively. Liquid should just let this Lord go. No contest for the cavalry.
Yeah, little did they know, Benny Cutie was also waiting in the right mid-bush, so it would have been very dangerous if they decided to engage. Even though Lancey didn't have the diversion at that time, so they couldn't really go around Team Liquid Philippines, even if they tried to run away. It's still going to be very risky, so they might want to play the defense for now. Sanji seems to be doing okay, slightly ahead of Lancey in terms of gold as well. Already has the Blood Wings, so he could also keep himself safe a bit more. But where's this going? Ah, okay. It's just down.
Yeah, just sending Zyna down. He's going to get that Tlph Wander. They got the Lord pushing in that bottom lane, and like I said, the shield was taken care of by Benny. Benny's push earlier on So Tlph will go ahead and try to deal with this. I mean, they can still clear things out relatively quickly with the lineup that they have here. Sanji will get spotted out by Zyda. So they're going to try to hold it together and not lose this turret, but TNC wants to put some pressure here.
All right, forcing the Zaman Force early
Aduh,
on.
kena
And
skill
there's
2
an
dia.
defender taking down Zyda. Great response from Liquid here, clearing
Kena
the
skill
lure.
2 Sanford dia.
I don't know if he was baited to get in
Oh.
that position.
Uh-oh.
Oh, how easy though.
The conceal by JP from behind the Mount Shocker, thrown at the back line of TNC. AOG from the Mamba, still underneath the Revitalize. Liquid pushing forth. The cavalry looking for some ground to cover. Carl DZ throwing out them arrows, them basic attacks. Zaman Force from Oheb.
Ih,
One
sakit
more
kali.
time against Benny Cutie.
Meledak, bos.
Take it, serving up a kill to
Ohebnya.
Lancey. Another high value target for TNC. Take it out.
Karinya.
Lancey wanted to get a kill. He's been pulled by
terlalu
Sanford all game.
kenyang.
You know, go ahead and get Oheb. Oheb having a hard time to make this Harith work here.
He could have survived, but the lethal ignition.
Tuh, karinya. Satu
That
item
was
lagi
what took him
full itu.
down. And we saw that missed opportunity, that missed flicker. I'm offended too from Sanford. It could have been different if only that landed.
You know what? That boy don't have enough shields yet. So he needs maybe one more item. He has the, I like to call it the expensive trinity.
Yeah.
He's got the feather, the Starlim Sight, and the Holy Crystal, but maybe one more. He was short one more. That's where we felt really the difference between Benny and Oheb's farm right now.
Yeah, Benny's, like I said, Benny's been doing the work. You can see the amount of, that's actually surprising too. I mean, the amount of damage that 3mar is doing, and he's also building kind of this hybrid, you know, he's only got that War Axe, but just Lapu is able to do so much damage when he jumps on in, pops the Bravest Fighter, and is durable too. So that seems to be a big problem for Tlph. So that was just something, that was a great thing to take when it came to the draft to give over 3mar.
Oh, I don't know if Oheb, all right, no. It's a very dangerous spot to be in.
Oh my goodness. Even though JP was there, but they use the Magic Sentry, they only get to find where Chaknu is. But another major problem I feel
Ini dia
is
lot kedua.
Lancey, if not taken down first, is just able to capitalize on all those passive, on all those dispersion rotations, and Tlph grouping up is not helping them either, but they have no choice but to stick together and group up.
Okay, the fight for this Lord is going to be a big one because I think even for Tlph, they know that they could still potentially take this. It's mostly just being able to withstand what TNC can throw at them. Charge up from
Dapat 2. Jedar. Mati sudah. Mati kita. End dong. Aduh, mati dong. Ada Kari di belakang.
Sanford, JP falls too, and it's just San left to cobble together a defense.
It was so unfortunate that no one was able
Gak bisa kayaknya.
to watch out for that rush. That was a very deadly bush. But Carl TZ stood there, and as much as he was beside someone, that wasn't enough to save it. Unfortunately, he was beside Oheb. That was baby cakes.
There was a rattlesnake in that brush. And it was so perfect for TNC. Just barely unable to take down that mid lane at tier 3, but it's over already. Zyda got what he wanted.
Yeah, they got a whole lot. I mean, those turrets, the two of them in the
Langsung
mid and
berbalik
bottom
gitu
stand
dong.
just with 1 HP. And Tlph, you know, I thought that they would even be in a position to contest that Lord, but great play from Chaknu, great play even from Lancia. I feel like, you know, we forget about this Lu Yi pick, and then every single time that it pops up, it's like, yeah, she's still, you know, she's still competitive in a way, not just with the diversions, but even the damage, you know, that she's able to pump out, especially with the Yin Yang, the reactions that she gets from her passive and everything else. So if we look at it, 6,000 behind for Tlph, trying to defend into the base here. They're clearly going to lose the base turrets, but do they have the potential to stay in this game? I think Oheb has had the most difficult time coming online here, you know, this time around. And so there's only so much that you can do. This might be one of those instances where they just have to pull off a miracle defense to make this work.
Yep. Oheb does have the Holy Crystal already though, and they might want to respect that a bit. So they're waiting for the other waves to come up and just focus on the base turrets for now. But Chaknu,
looking for for the taunt. Just enough
Oke,
space to
masih
buy,
sabar
be
mereka.
able to push that mid lane tier 3.
Jeder.
Their final one. Oh,
Flicker.
flickering out of the AOG.
Oh, no.
Better airstrike, the answer by Sanji. Mountain Shocker looking for them to lock someone down.
Mundur,
Chaku
Arta.
here, gonna get his immortality pop. And there's so much damage coming from Lancey. And
Karinya
now
masih
Zaida
nunggu.
Puncture, puncture, puncture. Looking for one more. Call easy. Looking to finish the job. Thorn Rose saves him.
Gokil, nggak
No
ada
one
yang
falls. Not
mati,
yet.
bos.
So close. Zaida, even himself, buying so much time with the Thorn Rose, the punctures, and everything else, staying in it. But you can just see how much damage is being done to Tlph. But ultimately, they stay in the game. They lost all the base turrets, but they bought themselves some more time. And I would say that's what they need. That's what OHEB needs to get back online, and even Sanford to get a little more sturdy here for this. Because right now, TNC is just on fire. And they're able to kind of take what they want.
Yeah, that's all they need, and that's what they really have to do. They have to prolong the fight a bit more so that OHEB gets to complete his items, gets to dish out the right amount of damage, and just the same for Tlph, because again, earlier we saw the ability of a Yi Sun-shin in the
Itu dia,
late game.
penerima damage
Once you
terbanyak
get
JP,
to make
Halo.
use of the information through the Mountain Shocker right, once you get to base whatever moves you do next on the information you get from that, especially if it's a
Ntar untuk
fast-paced decision that we're
Sertiji dan juga
talking
Zaida.
about. And this is
Diikuti
Team
oleh
Liquid
Benikiti.
Philippines. Once they get online, once they're able to activate that Liquid Stampede, which they've been waiting for, that is what TNC needs to watch out for. But for now, at the very least, it's still pretty much
Sunportnya
TNC
nggak
under
kelihatan sih.
control, and Team Liquid who has to find an opening.
Okay, Lord is for the taking. It's at half health. JP is going to give the information, and they know it. TNC will pull off the Lord for now. And will Tlph actually go ahead and push this? The mid lane being held together. That lane at the bottom is going to be pushing in, so they'll have to clear that. OHEB will deal with it.
Oh.
This is the opening here.
Shocker with a good seal.
Hey!
Mountain Shocker, Sanji flickering away. JP pops to revitalize. An AOG defensively used by Chaknu here. 3 Martizi, the only one in the front line. In comes Zaida and Lancey too, dropping the damage. A 10th of the health left on the Lord.
So low.
Where is Zaida? In retribution.
Alah, kalah retreat dia.
Secures. Down goes Sanji, taken up by Benny Cutie. OHEB versus Benny. Round 2. And Benny still wins. Taken down by Tlph. Thou shalt
Mundur,
not
Arta.
take my baby cakes.
A 2 for
Ultinya
1 in favor of
duo ini nggak
TNC, but
dipergunakan
Team
dengan
Liquid Philippines gets to secure the Lord.
baik
And
di
without
apa ini,
Benny,
tim fight
they
terakhir.
might be a bit more encouraged to look for another fight
Nggak
because
ada
they
yang dikirim
have
ke belakang atau apa kek.
the Lord in their hands,
strateginya.
but they have to wait a bit longer for their other members to come back.
Oh man, that was such a good team fight for the Lord here.
Nah, di
They
sini.
delayed it so much. This is after the Lord was taken. And even this, OHEB going with Benny Cutie and then Sanford's like, hey, I'll come and clean it up. But now, oh, they're gonna go again.
One more time, here's the answer.
Srod.
Tlph gets caught out. Immortality jungle. In he goes. AOG. Tlph barely alive.
Oh!
1 HP. Sanji pops an immortality there. Another rotation coming in from Lancey. The damage in comes OHEB.
Masih selamat dong.
The Diamond Force. And look at the discipline this young man.
Dua-duanya masih selamat
A very
dong.
close call. The arena doesn't know what's going on.
The Winter Crown and everything else that was switched on forward. Bottom enough time. They still have the Lord to deal with, man, but TNC is fighting to stay in this one now.
The super fans are on the edge of their seats.
Even I can't believe what happened just now. Zaida still being alive after all that. Oh, Chapnu gets caught though.
All right, 2v2. JP holding that small brush. Chapnu gonna get his immortality pump. No, the revitalize able to keep him down. Sanji with a fed air strike. Zaida dashing out through puncture 1, puncture 2. AOG by the bomba knocks him up. Oh,
Karinya.
Sanji working on it. Benny Cutie coming through. Down goes Sanford. This is a losing fight for Tlph.
Gimana ini
But look at that push
tim
down
fightnya?
bottom. 3 more here, gonna get caught out. Zaman Force, down he goes. The chef cooks him a lethal dish.
Whew, what a trade. Both XP laners going down. But I would say, you know, TNC did what they had to do to stop that Lord push coming further for Tlph.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is a dangerous brush. Sanji
Aduh,
found it.
aduh.
Zaida's circling around like a shark. Sanji goes and finds Benny Cutie.
Aduh, diflickeri dong.
Flickers forward, taking down the team captain.
Gimana? Tengoklah dulu.
I can't believe he went for that. He was surrounded by 3. Didn't even know that Zaida was a bit ahead. so he could have also provided some support if needed, but oh, what a call from Sanji. The flicker from Benny Cutie. Didn't even have tough boots or anything. So, was that just a well-timed reaction?
This might have been a stroke of genius. I don't know if it's going to pay off just yet. Maybe Sanji baited out the flicker from Benny.
Yeah, before this Lord.
He's going to make it to the Lord fight. Sometimes making wings by wings, but look, the instincts on Benny Cutie.
Hey, man, we're going to find out. The Lord is up. It started. Benny Cutie knows he doesn't have that for a minute. So could they delay it, or are they going to go for it? Chaknu charging on up.
Looking for a target. Mountain Shocker coming in. Oheb, cocked and loaded. That's his Zaman Force off of cooldown. JB, oh, the jump in the AOG. Chaknu very low.
Dapat dong.
The Lord, but Chaknu
Karinya kemana? Oh, Karinya mau nge-end. Masih sempat pulang kah? Sempat kah? Alah! Di ulti dong. Di ulti, bos. Masih sempat pulang, bang. Nggak bisa dong end dong ini.
They're still complete. They have all 5 members, and they're gonna make quick work of this Lord in an attempt to go for that one-way push. They have a complete minion wave alongside them, and the earliest to return is gonna be Chaknu.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gak bisa. GG Tlph 2-0.